Hey everyone, it's Tiana or TerrasMommaVSG, and I'm back to do my video all about the surgical orientation process through Kaiser, South Sacramento. I know I told you guys I was going to do this, the day after it happened, but I was so busy at work, I didn't even have time to check my emails hardly or even get on Facebook, let alone make a video. So I apologize, but I'm here, I'm doing it, and it's solely because I'm in a hotel room and I don't have a kid to chase. I don't have anything going on at the moment. I'm kind of out here just getting some of the requirements done, so I don't have to drive back and forth. I kind of scheduled them all on top of one another so that I could just get them all done. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and make a quick video on how the process went for me. I have some notes here in my phone, so that's kind of where I'll be looking. But the first thing that went on, obviously, is that they weigh you. I kind of wasn't sure if they were going to weigh me or not because it was just an orientation. So, I just figured I would answer that question. If anyone else has the same question I did, is they definitely weigh you, and it's considered your starting point or your starting weight for the whole process. Once you see your surgeon, he'll go off of that number and he will give you like a percentage that you need to lose. So yes, definitely they're going to weigh you. And for me, that was particularly important because I'm not really at the number that I weighed in at, which was 273 pounds, 273.8 pounds. I don't know why I can't say that correctly. I'm actually like 265 and some change, but I have to get my BMI up to 40 in order for my insurance to cover it. So I was wearing a set of 5-pound ankle weights. I took all the metal rods out of the actual, Velcro strap that goes around your ankle, and I stuck them inside of a pair of tall boots that I was wearing, and then I wore jeans over that so that they weren't noticeable, they didn't like clank or anything like that, so that I could get my BMI to that 40 point where it needs to be in order for my insurance to cover that. I went over this in my intro video, but I figured I'd let you guys know that is what I had to do. I had to do that again for this part, as well as the other classes that I did. So, or no, when I went and saw my primary care doctor in order to get my actual referral. Yeah, it's all very confusing. Everything's kind of happening all at once, so I apologize. Let's see. Next thing is we kind of just went into a really big room, kind of where they hold all of these sort of classes, and it's a specific bariatric department, so they host the classes at that place. Actually, in Kaiser, you don't have to go to another area. I'm not sure what other, Kaiser places are like, but you actually go to a big like office space there where they have the computers all set up and chairs and everything ready for you. And also each table that they had set up has a binder, and everybody gets a binder. It's kind of the Bible to this whole process, and you're required to bring it with you to every class that you go to. So you have to write your name on the inside. There's some paperwork you have to fill out. One of the papers that was in there was to request to see your surgeon, and if you were available to do it that same day. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it that very same day because I had to work, so that's why I'm coming back this week to get it done. Oh, by the way, the orientation was on the 22nd, and today's the 28th, so it's just literally like a week later. What else? Yeah, so you filled out, sorry, I have an itch. Yeah, you filled out a bunch of paperwork, and then there's a specific packet of papers that you have to fill out when you go and actually see your surgeon, answering a bunch of questions, about your health history, your diet history, and all that sort of stuff, like family history, just anything to maybe break down why you're wanting to have the surgery, why you need to have the surgery, and so on. Let's see, my phone just went black, and then we got to talk with one of the surgeons from the department. There are 4 in my department. I don't have all of their names memorized. I just know that the one that we got to talk to is actually going to be my surgeon, and his name is Dr. Greenberg, and he's really, really nice. He talked for, I don't know, probably an hour to an hour and a half, all about the different surgery types and the risks, the pros, the cons, what kind of surgery is right for what body type and right for what BMI and so on and so forth, and really in-depth, sorry about that, someone is texting me, really in-depth, about every single surgery. And it kind of just solidified my choice to, to go with the VSG or the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, it just made it even more right for me. The other ones are just so scary. I mean, he went over one of the lap band risks is it kind of erodes and it can eat away at your stomach and actually like eat through your stomach lining. So that just freaked me out. I'm like, that's even another main reason why I don't want to have that surgery. He went over, you know, BMI and then your history of weight loss, you know, how you know, the percentage of people can lose weight, but only like 1 to 3% of it 1 to 3% of people can keep it off for a whole year, which I thought was, you know, crazy. I didn't think that, you know, it was that low, but I guess that's why most of our country is obese. And that's why, you know, most people have just a hard time keeping weight off. It's just, there's more than just, you know, problem with food. It's, you know, it's a mental thing. It's, you know, all about your, what's the word I'm looking for? Your genetics. That plays a huge role in, you know, why you're overweight and why you're obese. What else? I already told you, talked all about the surgeries. Oh, we watched videos on all the surgeries. He kind of went over, you know, what parts were what, like what's the liver and where's the stomach and all the fat parts around it, and, you know, talked about the laparoscopic, how, you know, they actually insert the tools and everything. And most of this I already knew because I took a class prior to this one all about weight loss surgery, and then I've done, you know, a ton of research online. So this was just kind of more information that I knew, and maybe a little bit that I didn't, to just, you know, I don't know, bring me full circle, I guess you can say. What else? After that, we went on a break because that was like 2 hours worth of stuff. Just, it was crazy. During the break, we got to have a flu shot. There was a nurse in the back that was offering flu shots, which I thought was awesome because I didn't want to have to go and wait in line at my injection clinic at my Kaiser, because I live an hour away from the actual surgery department. I didn't want to have to go home and wait in line and have, you know, to do my flu shot, and it was just one less thing I had to do, so it was pretty nice. After the break, we got to talk with the nutritionist, and that was I think she talked for at least an hour. She went over a ton of things, all about the 1,200 calorie a day diet that we needed to start, how, you know, people are not eating the correct portion sizes, even though, you know, serving sizes on maybe a thing of sour cream says you know, a certain serving size is this. It's not actually what the National Nutrition Guide goes by, I guess. I don't know. So that's how people are getting really confused by how much they should be eating and so on and so forth. And, you know, she gave us 3 different types of diets. One diet has 2 dairies, that you can eat 2 dairies per day, and no something else. And the other one was 1 dairy, and then, no, it just had to do with dairy. It was 2 dairies, 1 diet. The other diet was 1 dairy, and the other diet was no dairy. And I, of course, chose the one with 2 dairies because I love my milk, and I think that's probably going to be really hard for me to wean myself off of. But I definitely have to have my milk with like my coffee or my cereal, or when I have certain breakfasts. I just love my milk. So I'm starting with that diet, and I don't know if you guys all have the same binder or not, but basically it just kind of breaks it down how many you should have with each meal, and how many sugars and starches and non-starchy vegetables and fats and so on and so forth you should have every day at each particular meal. And then how you should, if you don't have it at one meal, you can roll it over to the next meal, but you shouldn't roll it over to the next day. Once that day's over, you need to, you know, stop counting everything and not say, oh, I didn't eat, you know, one of my fats for this day. I could save it for the whole week and then have like this massively fatty meal. That's not the way it's supposed to work. So she really went into depth all about that. Oh my gosh, this video is already getting so long. I'm rambling. But yeah, she talked for like an hour, and then after that, the RN came in and kind of broke down the rest of the classes that we have to do, their requirements, and that's what I'm doing this week. It's the full-on nutrition class, which is a 2-hour class. We have to go to a Kaiser-led support group. We have to see our surgeon and get like our goal weight, I guess you can say. And then once we're within 5 pounds of that weight, we get to see the RN one-on-one. She actually schedules your surgery, and then she'll also schedule you your psych evaluation. And then once you do that, you're pretty much done until you have to do your liquid diet prior to surgery, which I think we'll go over the actual liquid diet and everything before, or when I have my nutrition class. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It was pretty simple. I mean, I've heard horror stories about all the, certain Kaiser-led programs. You have to take like a 12-week class course and you have to do all these things and jump through major hoops. And this seems to be fairly simple. I mean, I'm really excited. I talked to the RN afterwards and she said it's definitely possible to get my surgery scheduled before the end of the year, because I was, telling her that my deductible's paid and I really want to get it done before the end of the year. And she said, as long as you're willing to do the classes and get them done quickly, you can get your surgery done before the end of the year. So I'm like, no problem. I'll force everything in 1 week if I have to. So yeah. And then, I mean, obviously because I didn't exactly gain the weight on the scale, once my surgeon gives me my, goal weight, I guess, it'll be really easy for me to lose that weight, because all I have to do is take the ankle weights off. And plus I've already started eating better for myself. I'm tracking via FitnessPal all my food intake. Some of it's maybe forged a little bit because I'm trying to wean myself off the bad foods. But I really want to have that so I can show my surgeon tomorrow when I see him. But anyways, that is the breakdown of my orientation class. I'm going to be having my nutrition class today, and then I'm going to also, my nutrition class today, and then also my Kaiser-led support group is tonight from 4:30 to 6. And then after that, I'm going to go out with some girlfriends and have dinner and see some people that I haven't got to see in a while, because they all live in Sacramento. So that's it, and I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have an awesome week. Bye.